This is a video to explain how to set up a Power Automate flow and the IA Connect connectors to be able to use the actions provided by the IA Connect package. To start, you have to open Power Automate and log into your account, and you should see this homepage. First thing you want to do to be able to use IA Connect with your Power Automate flow is to set up the necessary connections for it. You will find this under the data section in connections. Enter that page, and if you have no active connections, you should see a create connection button to press. The quickest way to find the connection you need is to type IA-C, and all the IA Connect options will come up to you, as you can see here. Let's select the IA Connect session, which is one that you will definitely use, and open it up. Here you will need two pieces of information. One is the API key you created in your orchestrator. You should have generated one already and have it saved as suggested in the orchestrator video. The second info is your orchestrator web address, excluding the HTTP part of it. As you can see, once those are pasted in, you can press create. The connection is now available to use. If we check the details, you can see who created it and when, but also which flow of yours uses the connection. Here, of course, no flow is shown as we have just created it. Once the connection is set up, it can be used by all flows in your environment, so you only need to set up each connection once. There are a total of 9 IA Connect connectors, and you need to set up a connection for each connector you need to use. A connector is a group of actions, while a connection is the route the connector takes to perform its actions. In the case of IA Connect, the connection is the route to your IA Connect orchestrator, which then passes the actions to your IA Connect workers. Common connectors are IA Connect Session for general purpose actions, IA Connect UI for automating Windows applications, IA Connect Java for automating Java applications, and IA Connect Web for automating web browsers. You can add new connections at any time. Now, to create a simple flow, click on My Flows, and in the New Flow drop-down, select Instant Cloud Flow. Give it the name that you want and select the manual trigger. Once in here, you can see if the connection you previously created works. Select New Steps and search for IA Connect Session. In there, choose a random action. Here I'm trying to find a simple run process action. If the action gives you all the input without prompting you to select a connection, this means that your connection is working for the session part of IA Connect. You can check the connection that a specific action uses by clicking on the 3 dots in the corner of an action and check the connection list at the bottom. If you need to use actions in other connectors, for example IA Connect UI or Web, then you will need to set up additional connections as shown previously in this video. It is common to set up 3 or 4 connections out of the total 9, depending on what you're trying to automate. If you want to set up any automated flow, the best way to structure it is to split the flow into 3 main scopes: try, catch, and finally. The try is the main body of the flow, where all your actions will be performed. The catch is the scope that deals with all errors and exceptions that could happen throughout the process. The finally is the part that, regardless of what happens, needs to be performed to complete the flow. For this to happen, the catch and finally scopes must be set up to run after particular conditions. If you click the 3 dots in the scope box, you can open the Run After config, which allows you to set up this. For the catch scope, set has failed and has timeout as option. For the finally scope, set all the options as it must run every time. Once all scopes have been set up, one more important thing to do is to add an action in the finally scope to make sure our flow is marked completed to free up the worker in the eyes of the orchestrator immediately. You can find this action in the IA Connect session group. As you can see, it doesn't require any particular inputs.